Here's why your LED headlights suck and why getting a proper projector-based setup is what you should be looking at. Now, you guys might not agree with a lot of what I'm going to say, but stick around because I don't have an agenda here, and I'm here to talk about what's proper when you're talking about upgrading your visibility and what maybe you should avoid. So we've done a bunch of video series on why LED bulbs in reflector housings suck, and go ahead and check those out if you're interested in learning more. But this is what a proper setup looks like. In the middle of each of these headlights, and the one on the left here is a Ford Excursion headlight. The one on the right is a Stage 1 for a Nissan Xterra. Both of them have the same bi-LED projector that we have here at HID Projectors, and that means it has both low beam and high beam built in. It is LED, and it is 100% plug and play. The difference here, instead of jamming in some general LED bulb that's brighter, this is a projector that's going to focus all of that extra light where you need it on the road and not scatter it all around. So what's happening on a lot of these LED bulbs that we're buying now on Amazon and eBay that claim ungodly numbers of lumens, they're coming straight from China, and they're just there to be brighter. Are they brighter than a halogen bulb? Yeah, absolutely. But when you do that, it's kind of like driving around with your high beam on. And if you look closely at the back of your standard halogen headlight reflector-based bulb, you'll see a bunch of lines in there. You see those lines? Vertical lines, sometimes horizontal lines, sometimes both vertical and horizontal lines. Those are cut into the housing and engineered to take the light that is being scattered from the bulb and reflect it forward, providing a safe output for oncoming drivers and for the driver to be able to see properly. Oftentimes you'll see a clear lens, or you may see what's called a fluted lens, where those patterns are actually etched into the lens. All that's doing is directing and reflecting the light. When you put in something that's overpowering, think about what happens when you put on your high beam. It scatters that light up and around and all over. So that's what's happening with most of these LED bulbs that are going into reflector housings. And you can comment and say, oh, but I have mine aimed down and I never get flashed. But we all know that when you look at them directly, it's not properly aligned. It is not the right solution. So if you're looking for a cheap upgrade to get better lighting, ask yourself why you don't just drive around with your high beams on. But more importantly, go out and get a better halogen bulb. There's your solution. If you just want a bulb upgrade, stick with the halogen bulb from a really good company like Sylvania or Philips or Osram, and use one of those. If you want proper output with a crisp cutoff, plug and play, that's going to give you all that extra light and harness it where you need it on the road and not blind oncoming traffic, making it safer for you and for everyone else on the road, then pick up something like this. These are going to run you anywhere from like $500-600 to maybe $800 for most of our models in the Stage 1 range, and they're all going to give you that wonderful output. Of course, we also sell DIY kits, so for less than $300, you could buy yourself a kit and do the work yourself, and for not much more money than a really fancy pair of bulbs on the internet, you can retrofit your own set of headlights with world-class output. So if you have questions, you want to chat and debate this with us, give us a call, 716-662-3479, or you want to talk to us about how you can create a cool product for yourself, or maybe you've got an idea that you want us to build for you. We've been doing this since the 90s. We've been around, we've seen a lot of different technology, we've seen a lot of different headlights, and we're here to help. So you can always reach us through that phone number or email us at sales@HIDprojectors.com. I hope you found this helpful, and here's to safe lighting. Have a great day.